Ah, this town here, it's been the same as long as I can remember. Folks don't come and go much. It's quiet, peaceful, or it used to be. You see, this river that winds through it, it's got a bit of a reputation. The old folks, the ones even older than me, used to talk about a serpent. They'd tell us kids not to play near the water come nightfall. Said the river wasn't just a place for fishing and swimming, but the home of something wicked. Of course, back then we laughed it off. Thought it was just a way to keep us out of trouble. I sure wish I'd listened. It was the summer of '78 when things took a turn. A group of kids, 4 or 5 of them, disappeared near the riverbank. Just gone like a puff of smoke. They were playing down by the old dock when the sun dipped below the hills. No one saw them leave, no screams, no splashes, nothing. We searched all night. You could hear the parents crying, but I swear, the river just sat there, still as death. It wasn't the first time something like this had happened, but it was the first time folks started whispering about the serpent again. Now, I was never one to believe in monsters, but after that I started asking around, talking to the old-timers. There was this one fella, old Jim. He'd seen things, lived through things, you know? He told me stories I'd never heard before. Stories about how the river wasn't always like this, how before the serpent came, it was just a regular old stream. He said the disappearances started when the water got darker, slower, like it was hiding something. I was spooked, but curious. I should have left it at that. Should have minded my own business. A few of us, we couldn't take it anymore. I mean, how many more kids had to vanish before something was done? So one night we grabbed our lanterns and headed out to the river. There was this thick fog, covering the water like a blanket. I'll never forget the sound. It was like the river itself was breathing. Then we saw it. Something moving under the water, too big for a fish, too slow for the current. We all froze. Before we could do a damn thing, the water exploded. Some of us ran, but not all of us made it back. That night, I became a believer. After that night, nothing was ever the same. People packed up, left town in a hurry. Can't say I blame them, but me, I stayed. Guess I thought someone had to keep watch, make sure no one else went looking for trouble. The town's quiet now, quieter than it's ever been. Sometimes late at night I hear the water stirring, and I wonder if the serpent's still down there waiting. Truth is, I don't know, but I do know this. Some stories, they ain't just stories, and sometimes it's best not to go digging where you don't belong.